Hey, from CNN, I'm Afoma DK with the 5 things you need to know for Thursday, September 18th. President Donald Trump is on his way back to the U.S. after wrapping up his second visit to the U.K. While speaking to reporters on Air Force One, he suggested television networks' broadcast licenses could be pulled if they air mostly negative coverage of him. The president said he would leave the decision to FCC Chairman Brendan Carr, who's at the center of the Jimmy Kimmel controversy.
Well, Jimmy Kimmel was fired because he had bad ratings more than anything else, and he said a horrible thing about a great gentleman known as Charlie Kirk.
That's Trump earlier today during a joint news conference with British Prime Minister Keir Starmer. To be clear, ABC suspended Jimmy Kimmel's late-night talk show over part of his Monday evening monologue.
We had some new lows over the weekend with the MAGA gang desperately trying to characterize this kid who murdered Charlie Kirk as anything other than one of them and doing everything they can to score political points from it.
ABC acted after the FCC chair threatened on Wednesday to pull affiliate broadcast licenses. Nexstar, which operates about 24 ABC affiliates, followed suit and preempted Kimmel's program. Trump dismissed questions about whether Kimmel's suspension amounted to an attack on free speech. A representative for Kimmel did not immediately respond to a request for comment. Speaking of Charlie Kirk, his widow Erica is now the CEO of Turning Point USA. The board made the announcement on X, saying Kirk wanted it that way if he died. Kirk co-founded the organization back in 2012 and transformed it into one of the most influential conservative nonprofits that rallied young people toward Trump's MAGA movement. Kirk was assassinated last week at Utah Valley University. The murder suspect is being held without bail, and prosecutors are seeking the death penalty. President Trump has asked the Supreme Court in an emergency appeal to remove Lisa Cook from the Federal Reserve. It's his latest effort to kick the governor out of the powerful board a day after it cut interest rates for the first time in 9 months. In a court brief, Cook says her removal could send shockwaves through the markets and raise broader questions about the central bank's independence. Last month, the president fired Cook after a member of his administration alleged she committed mortgage fraud. But a federal court blocked Cook's dismissal. If Trump is successful, it would mark the first time a Fed governor was fired by a president in the central bank's 111-year history. A federal judge blocked the U.S. from sending Guatemalan miners back to their home country. The judge cited concerns that the Trump administration may be violating the miners' legal and constitutional protections. He wanted time to consider a lawsuit to allow them full immigration proceedings under federal law. Attorneys argued that the miners would face serious risks if they returned home. The Justice Department and Department of Health and Human Services declined to comment. Coming up, Pope Leo's first interview.
I'm CNN tech reporter Claire Duffy. This week on the podcast, Terms of Service.
The primary goal of education and for teachers is to prepare our students for the workforce.
Dr. Kathleen Torregrosa, a teacher and teacher educator for 37 years. She's now helping to train teachers on how to use AI in the classroom.
What we do in the classroom has to be on the forefront of what's new and cutting edge as well. Otherwise, our students aren't going to go out into the world and be prepared for that workforce.
Listen to CNN's Terms of Service with me, Claire Duffy, wherever you get your podcasts.
Pope Leo gave his first major interview since his election, and he broke down some of his main concerns with the Trump administration. Here's CNN's Christopher Lamb.
It is clear he's talking about immigration, and he explains that when he met with Vice President Vance, he said, one of the last conversations I had with the Vice President of the United States, I talked about human dignity and how important that it is for all people, wherever you're born, and hopefully to find ways to respect human beings and the way we treat them in the policies and choices we make. Now, Leo also talks about a letter that Pope Francis sent to the bishops of the United States where he rebuked the Trump administration over immigration policies.
The Pope also weighed in on AI, the war in Gaza, clerical abuse, and more, all highlighted on CNN.com. That does it for us. Our next episode drops at 6 a.m. Eastern.
Kev, I got news for your ears. The podcast. I am your host, Michael Ian Black. I am weary of the destruction of my country that is occurring. We're all going to need our rest.
Yeah.
for the Mad Max scenario about to unfold.
Ooh, Mad Max. You might be right on the Mad
Which
Max.
one are you in Mad Max?
I'm one of the guys that they drive by and the hero shoots a crossbow out the window at some random dude.
Yeah.
I'm the random dude that gets it in the neck.
Oh.
That's me.
Have I Got News for Your Ears releases new episodes every Wednesday. Don't miss an episode. Follow us wherever you get your podcasts.